guys, it's Sarah. Welcome to my new channel, Fangirling with Sarah. I am so excited to be doing this. It did take a lot of thought on if I wanted to, but you know what? I feel like niching down is going to be really good for me. I have 3 separate YouTube channels now, which may seem like a lot, but honestly, I love all of the videos that I post on all of them, and I'm really excited to be starting this one and posting just about my favorite bands and talking about my favorite bands and going to concerts and filming all that fun stuff. I'm really excited for it, and I hope you guys are too. I feel like 13-year-old me would be like, oh my goodness, you're still talking about those bands? Or honestly, I'd hope 13-year-old me would be like, that is so cool that you are talking about these bands still and that we still love them. And I don't know, that they're still such a big part of your life. So hopefully I'm making my teenage self proud by doing this, because I honestly love One Direction, Five Sauce, Jonas Brothers, Harry Styles, all those people so much, and that is what this channel is going to be all about, and I'm just so excited for it. So this is part 2 of my concert t-shirt collection. Part 1 was on my main channel, which is Sarah Reels, for anyone that is curious about my day-to-day life and other things that are not purely band focused. I have another channel, but this is going to be part 2, like I said, of my band shirt haul. And honestly, let's just jump in. I have quite a bit of shirts left. This is all the ones that we still have to go through. So this might be 3 parts total, but let's see how many we can get through in this part of the video. Okay, so since my teenage self was obsessed with One Direction, what is a better way to start than with a One Direction shirt? And I say teenage self, but my 20-year-old self is also obsessed with One Direction. So this is from the Take Me Home tour. On the front, just a picture of them, Take Me Home tour 2013. And then the back, One Direction tour 2013 with all of the cities. So I saw them in LA on one of the nights they played at the Staples Center. I think it was night 4. Did they do 5 nights there? I think it was night 4. First One Direction concert, I was 14 years old. It was my first week of high school, and it was on a Friday. So we flew, I did a half day at school, and we flew to LA. I live in Phoenix, so not a long flight. Flew to LA, got lunch, went to the Airbnb we were staying at, got ready, and then went to the concert. So absolutely crazy. It was my first week of freshman year, and I was already missing school, which is crazy, but that is totally fine. I do not regret that at all. Went to the concert. It was such a good show. I can't even describe the feelings that I felt at that show, but it was definitely the vibes of oh my goodness, they're real. I had been to a fair amount of concerts before that one. My mom took me to see the Jonas Brothers a ton when I was young, and then I saw Demi Lovato, Miley Cyrus, a band called Honor Society. I had been to a lot of shows. My first concert was when I was 2 years old, and it was the Backstreet Boys. So I've been to a lot of concerts, but I have never ever felt what I felt at this concert. And I wish it was a feeling I could bottle up and feel it whenever I was feeling down or something. But that was pretty much the only time I ever experienced this feeling. And it was such an amazing feeling. It was I wanted to scream and cry and jump around all at the same time. It was happy, sad, emotional. It was crazy. Absolutely amazing concert. Five Sauce opened for them at that concert. They are now one of my favorite bands. So it was just an amazing night. Yeah, so good. I wish I could, if there's one concert that I could relive, it would be that one. 100%, that will always be my answer. If I could relive any concert, it would be this One Direction concert. Absolutely amazing. And then look at that, we pulled another One Direction t-shirt. This is from On the Road Again tour. I saw them 3 times on their On the Road Again tour. 1 time for Where We Are and 1 time for Take Me Home. The Where We Are tour is in the other video. So if you want to go see that shirt. 2015 Honda Civic Tour presents One Direction On the Road Again with all of their dates. So I saw them in Santa Clara, Seattle, and Minneapolis, which, there it is. They must have taken a bit of a break in between this tour, because I saw them in Santa Clara and Seattle, and then we saw 5 Seconds of Summer concert in San Diego, and then we went home, and I feel like we were home for like a week or two, and then we saw them in Minneapolis. And the way this is on the shirt, it says Santa Clara, Seattle, Minneapolis. So I don't know, must have been like many dates in between. They were probably just booked to the brim on this last year, making sure they got everything they needed to done before their contract was up. Contract was up. So, like I said, 3 concerts on this tour. I don't even know what to say about this tour. There's so much to say. Santa Clara, I think I was in the 9th row, right against the catwalk on this tour. My mom has some absolutely fantastic videos on her YouTube channel. Absolutely fantastic that I was recently watching. So good. Seattle, we were at the end of the catwalk in the 2nd row. That was my least favorite out of the 3 shows. That was the show right after it was announced that Louis was having a baby, which I just feel like they were all kind of like in a weird mood that night. So it was definitely an off vibe. And I had seen them 3 times at this point, so like not a ton, but I was like, that didn't feel the same as it did a couple nights ago. So seemed a little bit off, but Minneapolis was absolutely amazing. I was in the 3rd row. We were seats 1 and 2, and I could talk about these concerts all day, but there's some awesome videos of that too. Such good shows. Such good shows. And that was such a good trip to Minneapolis. I went to the Mall of America for the first time. It was just so good. It was just so good. My little 16-year-old self was just so excited. I did not think it was going to be the last time I ever saw them as a band. Thinking back, like, that's really sad that that was like the last time I ever saw them, but what a way to end. It was such a good concert, and yeah, love them forever and always, and this was just a great tour. Okay, next up we have Mr. Luke Hemmings, and this is his shirt from the Fonda, live at the Fonda, June 8th and 9th, and I saw him on the 8th. I got tickets when there was originally only going to be 1 show, so I got tickets to the first show. So much happened this night. One of my other favorite bands, who I absolutely love, the Aces, who opened for 5 Seconds of Summer, ironically, they were doing a album release party the same night as Luke's show. So I was like, we have to go to that. I wasn't able to get tickets, so we're like, it's fine. But tickets went on sale like a day before, and they were only $7 each. So we got tickets to the album release party, and I had tickets to see Luke at the Fonda, and it was all going to work out. But the Aces ended up going on 45 minutes after it said they were supposed to. So we were late to the Luke show. We only missed 2 songs, which is okay, but like, I had bought early entry for the Luke show because like I wanted to be as close as possible. It was a really fun night, and I would not do it any other way. I absolutely loved seeing the Aces for their album release party. It was literally like a bar that was like so tiny. It was like a karaoke bar that was so small. The stage was like 2 feet off the ground. I was in like the 2nd row, one person behind one person, and then there was a stage. Me and my mom got some drinks, and it was just like a really fun little night. They sang their whole entire album and then some extra songs. So loved going to see the Aces. And then Luke was just a lot of fun. We were in the back. It was a very chill concert, and it was just a really good time. And love Luke. Love Luke. This is such a pretty picture of him. Next is an iconic t-shirt. It is a Jonas Brothers t-shirt from their residency. It says, "Next week's no good for me. The Jonas Brothers have their Vegas residency." And then it says on the back, but any week after that is like totally fine. So they did residencies. There's a backstory to this. They were supposed to do a Vegas residency in 2020. And I turned 21 right around the same time as the Vegas residency was supposed to be. So me, my mom, and my sister were supposed to go to Vegas for my 21st birthday and see the Jonas Brothers on this residency tour. Obviously, COVID happened, so it did not happen. We had seats on the stage for this concert. That didn't happen, which just is so sad. I'm like, it still like hurts me to think about that. Like, my 21st birthday was just so pathetic because of COVID. That's a whole nother story for another time, but my birthday was just so sad. But the bright side of that is they decided to split up their residencies into many different weekends. So me and my mom went to every single residency show that they did, and I'm pretty sure that was, the first weekend was 3, and the second weekend was 2, and that was in June. and then they did more in November, and I think they did 3 in November, and then they did 3 more in February of the next year. So 5, 8, 11 Jonas Brothers shows. So instead of going to just 1 and being on the stage, we did get to go to 11, and those are some of the best memories that I have going to these shows. I'm not like a big drinker, but at concerts, I love like having a drink. I think it's so fun. And they let you bring drinks into the venue. And if there's anything I love more than like a good concert is not having to pay for an overpriced drink at a concert. So we would bring a drink in and we would just, it was so much fun. It was so good. The first night of the residency, we got there like 10 minutes after doors, and when we went in, no one was there. Pit was pretty much empty. We were like 3 people back. It was crazy. It got crazier every residency since. People like started camping out, but that first show, like we just showed up. I got Kevin's guitar pick. They were just so happy, and there was such an energy at all of their Vegas residencies. So amazing. I love the Jonas Brothers residencies. They did one in Oklahoma too, where they just did like 2 random off concerts in Oklahoma. Those were so much fun. So if they ever do Vegas residencies again, I will be there. You'll see me. So much fun. I love Vegas. I love the Jonas Brothers. Put them together. Absolutely amazing. Every concert that I've seen in Vegas has been absolutely amazing. I just love going to Vegas for concerts. So much fun. The next shirt we have is 5 Seconds of Summer from their most recent tour, the 5 Seconds of Summer show in 2013. It is this off-white shirt, the 5 Seconds of Summer show, and then on the back, it is all the tour dates with a picture of them. And I just thought it was really unique looking. There is a fun backstory to this shirt, like all of the shirts, but how do I even explain this? Me and my mom went to a lot of shows on this tour. We saw them in Connecticut, twice in Boston, Atlanta, Raleigh, Florida, I don't remember what city, Florida, Phoenix, LA. So we saw 8 shows on this tour, and I met them 3 times, like meet and greet style at the venue, 3 times on this tour. I still don't want to give away how I met them, but I met them. Very, very exciting. So we were the first people to have this type of meet and greet at their Boston show. And basically their manager like was talking to us after the meet and greet, and he was like, we want to get you some merch. Do you want to go down to the merch table? And I was like, no, we're going to get merch at a different time when we don't have to hold it. And he was kind of like, oh, so we'll catch you at another show. And I'm like, yeah, you'll see us at more shows. And he was like, and my mom was like, Sarah, and I'm like, oh, you want to go give us merch for free? That's really freaking exciting. Of course, let's go get merch. So we went down, and as soon as we got down to we were up in like a balcony level doing the meet and greet, and we got down to the floor, they opened doors for GA, and like people started running in, and he was like talking to us about the shirts. And I already told him which one I wanted, like I thought I wanted. And he was like, do you want to go like get in line? And I'm like, that would be absolutely amazing. So we ran in, I ended up being right behind barricade, like one person behind barricade for the show. And they went and they got the shirts for me and my mom, and they like came over to the front of barricade and they like passed them over to us. It was really, really special, really, really fun. So yeah, love these shirts, super fun. And they're so soft. So I love the shirt and the story behind it. And we are actually on our last shirt in this bag, which is crazy because I thought there was way more. But we're ending with a bang. And this is a very, very special shirt. If you can see the bag behind me, you might know what it is. This is the Harry Ween 2022 shirt. Yes, I went to Harry Ween at the Forum. I wish I would have gone to Harry Ween at Madison Square Garden. It just was not something that was capable of happening. I was not going to be able to do it, but I was like, if he's doing Harry Ween ever again, I will be at that show. So I was at that show. I had Pitt. I went to the Forum early to get my wristband early so I could get in, be numbered and get in before people. I think I got there at 6 a.m. I met some really, really nice people, and they were doing the merch early. So if you had your wristband and your pit ticket, you were able to buy merch early so that at the show you didn't have to worry about it. And they were doing one per person, one t-shirt, one bag per person. So I also have the bag, which is orange and the same thing as the shirt. I don't usually buy tote bags. It's my new thing now though. Pretty much since this, I buy a tote bag if I like the way they look. So that was really exciting that I was able to get merch early in the morning. And Harry Ween was just The feeling that I got at the first One Direction concert was very similar to the feeling that I got at Harry Ween when he came out and no one knew what he was going to be dressed like. Very similar. It was just like exciting and like, oh my God, what's going to happen? I had seen Harry a lot of times at that point on that tour. That was, I don't even know, probably like my 10th Harry Styles show that year. So I had seen him a lot. I knew what the show was going to be like. I actually met a lot of people at that show who was their first Harry Styles concert, and I was like, oh, I know exactly where we should go. We should stand over here. Blah, 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 blah. I was like a little mom to them, being like, this is the best place we should be. And they ended up having a fantastic time. So that was a really special show. And if he ever does Harry Ween again, I will be there. Love Harry Ween. So much fun. Such a fun concept. I loved dressing up to go to a concert. It was so cool. So love Harry Ween. And this was so fun. No one knowing what he was going to dress up like was just like so crazy, because it made the like hysteria of him actually popping up like insane. Everyone was going absolutely insane. I have a video of it and like you can't hear him singing because everyone is screaming so loud as him dressed, like seeing him dressed, what he's going to be dressed like. And Danny Zuko, like that was not even close to what I thought he was going to be dressed like. Beetlejuice. There was something else. I can't remember what other people thought it was going to be, but they thought it was going to be Beetlejuice, and didn't like that would have been crazy. But Danny Zuko, so amazing. Love Harry Ween. Obviously I could ramble on about Harry Styles for a long time, as we can see. That's why I'm making this channel, so we can ramble on about my favorite bands forever and always. But I hope you guys enjoyed this first video on my new channel. I obviously enjoyed it. There's going to be so much fun stuff on this page, on this channel. You guys are going to be seeing so much stuff. If you follow my TikTok, same name, Fangirling with Sarah, it's going to be very similar with more story times and concert vlogs and stuff like that added in. And longer form videos, we're really going to take a look at all of the fun stuff instead of just me like showing you a picture. It's just going to be longer form content, and it's going to be so much fun. I actually have a notebook full of ideas already of things to do. Full of story times and stuff like that, and I'm really excited. And I'm also really excited to go to concerts. I don't have any concerts planned yet. It is almost February. This time last year I had one concert planned. The year before I had already gone to like 4 concerts, and I had like another 5 planned. I had 10 concerts planned until April. It is February. There's no concerts planned. I'm going a little bit insane because I haven't been to a concert since December, which sounds crazy, but like I need like a tour. I need my people to go on tour. I posted a TikTok last year and I was like, what are the concert girlies doing this year? Because there's no concerts, and I'm feeling very similar. What are the concert girlies doing this year? The 5 Sauce, Jonas Brothers, Harry Styles, Niall Horan fans. What are we doing this year? Because I need to add to my concert t-shirt collection, obviously, but I'm also just missing a good tour where I can just like go to a bunch of concerts. So when that happens this year, I'll definitely be taking you guys along with me. We'll be doing so many concert vlogs. I'll be posting concert videos, and it's just going to be super exciting. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Please tell me in the comments below who your favorite band is or artist is. And yeah, please subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.